Hi, I'm Dallas with Lower Gear. We've probably rented to many tens and tens of thousands of customers going out on various backpacking and camping trips. And while many of those are grizzled veterans just getting a little bit of extra gear, many are first-timers. And a common refrain that we hear is some concern about, well, is there something going to eat me out there in the wilderness? Not really. So first-timers and worried moms worldwide have that concern. But the reality of it is your biggest concern about wildlife in the backcountry is them eating your food and not you yourself. So we rent a number of things to help protect against that. Small critters, and then we have some that protect against bears. For small critters, and this would include the most common ones that are problematic, are squirrels, raccoons, ravens can be pretty aggressive. And for that we have, it's a steel mesh bag that their teeth can't get into, and they don't tend to crush this kind of thing. So you can get several days of food in this, and then at night it has a grommet in it that you can just hang it up. These, however, aren't protective enough against bears. So bears are smart, as you often hear, and they can get into most sort of do-it-yourself kind of containers, and they'll run off with your entire food. So if you're on a backpacking trip, it can actually be dangerous because you could be 4 or 5 days out from a trailhead without any food. If you're at a campground, particularly like at Yosemite, you can either use these, or they'll have ammo boxes or bear boxes at the developed campsites to help protect it. And the way these work is taking advantage of what the bear can't do. These are a sort of a PVC type material. It's okay for food. There's no chemicals leaching or anything. These two are from a company called Bear Vault. This is a 4-day holder, and this is a 7-day. Now, these rated carrying capacities need to be taken with a grain of salt, because most adult men can't get 4 days of food in here, particularly if you are going long distances on a backpacking trip. If you do want to get 4 days of food in this, or 7 in this one, or 6 in this one, you're probably going to have to take a lot of the stuff out of its original packaging so that it will condense down better. And the way these two work is sort of in the same way as a child-proof cap on a medicine bottle. And that is, you have this lid, and on these it will thread on just like a medicine bottle. And there's a catch on it that once you get past a certain point, the only way that you can get it off is you have to squeeze in on a weak spot on the lid, and that will allow you to get past these catches right here. So it's simpler than it sounds, but that's the way these work. Once it's all the way down, the bear can't get his claws underneath there to pry it off. This is the original, very first one that for the most part the guys came out with. You can get these at most ranger stations in areas where they have heavy prevalence of bear. But there are some advantages to renting from us ahead of time, because that way you can practice getting your food in here. In addition to your food, you have to put any kind of perfumey items, lip balm, sunscreen, lotion, any prescriptions, things of that nature also needs to go in here, and that'll occupy a little bit of space as well. The weigh about this one is 2.5 pounds roughly. This one's 2 3/4. But they do make great stools, so that's their one saving grace from lugging these things around in a backpack. This one uses a flush mount screw system, so that you can open this up with a dime or a penny or a multi-tool, and when it's down it has a flush surface. Again, the bear can't get their claws in there to pry it open. Most they can do is knock it around a little bit. and then they get tired of it and go on. So you want to keep these about 50 to 100 feet away from your tent, and you don't want to have them up on a high hill, so if they do get hit, you don't have to go chase it down a creek or a ravine or something like that. So we have these on our site. Just check them out at lowergear.com.